305 subscribers. What happened?
No, I told you we dropped. Okay, we appear to be back, but we're out of that stream. I don't know if we're going to be able to signal to people or not.
Did the notifications go out, or do you have to send some
Yeah,
more?
probably that's what I have to do, so hold on.
Okay.
Oh crap, we lost it again. No, wait, there we are.
Just take your time. So disappointing.
I think the signal dropped again. God damn it, what the fuck? No, but something's wrong. I just can't quite...
All right.
And nobody seems to be coming back, although it says we have some viewers, but nobody's coming back. There's Marcia. We think we are, Marcia.
Can you hear us?
We think we're back. We're trying to be back. Hi, Gina.
I don't even have my chat anymore, though.
Well, the old one's gone. I have a new one.
Yeah, I don't have any link to the new one. Let me go out.
You'll
and
have to
go back
reestablish
in.
it.
See what I can do.
For the moment it is. You know, we've been having problems for months now where it just seems like it just intermittently drops out. It almost always comes on within a few minutes.
There we go.
But it hasn't really happened until lately when we're streaming. I mean, you figure like it happens every other moment we're streaming, but not. So.
Well, look at this. I tried to do live chat, and look what I'm getting. There it goes. It's acting weird. Our internet's acting a bit jumpy. But you know, I've heard people talking about solar activity again, and we do know that one of the main internet providers, which might be ours, we aren't going to say, had a big outage in this last week. So, and funny that outage that affected so many people, it did not affect us at all. Go figure. But we go down tonight. I just can't figure it out. Anyway, not going to get myself all upset about this. I hope Brave Love comes back because we were about to read for them.
Well, seemingly, there they are.
Hi, Brave Love.
Hi, Brave Love. We're ready for your reading if you are.
We're doing fine now, but I don't know. Now, remember, if our internet does go down, we will try to reestablish connection. Depending on what the problem is, it might take a little longer, but...
and we apologize. You know, we went, a couple of years without having major problems, but all of a sudden it seems like we're getting really crappy service from our provider.
I need to have words with them, but I'll just be honest. I dread calling them because they just go round in circles with you endlessly, and I have to spend hours on the phone with them, and it's frustrating. So
we'll go over that in a moment, I think.
Yeah, Marcia, we'll go down the list, and it depends who comes back and who doesn't. I'm going to keep the list in the order it was. We were reading for Brave Love, and what was the question? Do you remember?
I don't know that we got a question.
Did you submit a question, Brave Love? Because you are up now, and go ahead and type your question. Hey, Angel, glad you made it back. Grr, don't get me started, Angel. I've already said what I want to say about our internet service.
Oh, kind of uninspiring.
To say the least. All right, let me go through what I have of the list, and we'll see if everybody comes back. We have Brave Love right now, and then Mama T, Deep Shaika if they come back, Jenna, Gina, Marcia, Libra Cusp, Angel Rivera, Divine You, and Mila. Hope Mila makes it back, but we'll just see how it goes. And I just want to remind everybody again, we'll always try to come back up. Okay, that's a
hi,
good
Divine.
question. I think we'll start with a yes-no answer and see what we get and go on from there. And there's Divine You. Okay, good, Divine You. Yeah, it was kind of slow coming back up. That's all I can say. It's kind of frustrating because there's really nothing you can do but watch the little buttons flash and see that they're all back. Yeah. Ah, yes. I see an angry call ahead. One thing about an Aries, we get pretty hot under the collar dealing with BS. So. Whoops. Got it. All right, it's not a definite no, but we are getting a leaning towards no answer here, Brave Love. What I'm seeing is we have the Emperor reversed. We have the Two of Wands upright. And then we look for aces in this reading. And we only got one ace, so that signifies it's leaning towards no, like maybe it will not happen. But it's not a definite no, so I want you to keep that in mind. Part of it is that some of this seems as though, Brave Love, it's beyond your control how this is working out, or so it seems. You feel like you have no control over what's going to occur here, like it's in somebody else's hands, and that they right now are thinking about life directions, or maybe directions in regards to a relationship.
It's an interesting combination with the Emperor reversed and the upright Two of Wands, because they are almost in a way opposites of each other. And so this suggests to me that maybe, like Banshee said, there's no control maybe on your part, but maybe it's on the other person's part. I mean, there's always the idea, because this is two of you, and there is a duality expressed by the Two of Wands there, that one of you seems to have things in hand, the other one doesn't feel they have control. Maybe it's something that shifts even. Maybe there are times when either of you don't have the control. So it's hard to say that this is really leaning towards a love relationship as you're asking for. It could be that there's a dance involved here, a back and forth process that may play out for a while, but eventually it could turn. But right now we're just not really seeing that exactly.
Right, but I think what we're going to do real quick is let's just throw a few more cards and see if we can find any other factors here involved in this situation. Give you just a little more advice.
So is my best friend Kara.
Aww. He's just saying that because I bought some pumpkin spice madeleines today.
I'm not a pumpkin spice fan at all. It's okay, but it's not like I'm one of those people that's going to drool over it or anything.
But
they were really good. They're like, oh.
Dropping my cards again.
Yeah, I was.
They are a handful. This deck is a little wider and bigger than traditional tarot deck. But Mr. O has no problem having me shuffle the Karma Music Tarot.
Yeah, because it's your hands, not mine.
Ooh, look at this. We've got the Two of Wands reversed.
Oh, we got it again, only reverse. So it is talking about control or wanting to see something to an end and maybe not sure about that. What do you got? Oh my goodness. So I guess we didn't shuffle that well. Whoa.
I thought I shuffled pretty good. So now we have the Ace. Maybe they were meant to come up. So now we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. This will provide us more insight here. And then we have the Queen of Wands reversed. Want to grab that, Mr. O? Thank you. Hi, Alina. We can add you to the list if you'd like.
So in looking in deeper again, two of the cards came up and they came up reversed to what they came up before. The overall question, I think, still about whether or not you would be having this relationship with Jimmy seems to still be around, some sense of control. And maybe it's saying it could happen, but right now or in the present circumstance, it's off to a slow start.
Very sluggish.
And it may have something to do with the fact that there's an energy you need to make things happen, and that energy is probably expressed by economic energy, i.e., you need to be able to invest in the relationship or the beginning of the relationship to some degree. So it's more than maybe just having money to go out on a date or something like that. It could just be more about really creating that semblance of your persona versus them creating theirs. So in other words, this looks semi-elaborate, like there's really a lot to gain from this relationship for you is what I'm wondering. And then of course we have that Queen of Wands.
Well, I'm concerned a little bit here, and I will say why. I feel like if this does happen, it may have to build over time because, like you said, there's a sluggish element to it, but also that Queen of Wands reverse kind of bothers me. And it bothers me in this way. I kind of feel as though they are not looking, this Jimmy is not seeing your best side right now. There doesn't seem... Well, I don't even want to say it that way, actually, Brave Love. What I want to say is there's something to do with this magnetism between the two of you. You know, the thing that makes a relationship click, and it hasn't developed yet. To me, if it is to develop, it may have to take time in order to do so.
Right, because like I said earlier too, I think the initial idea is there here, but it's just there are things that are sort of keeping it from moving forward at a quicker pace. It could just keep moving slower, really, for a while. We don't know. What?
Okay. I don't know if this person is dealing with some of their own personal issues right now. Excuse me. Whether they're health related or whether they're stresses or turmoil in their work or education or some aspect of their life right now. And that needs to change, and they need to move through this before anything really constructive may be able to happen or develop.
Right, and it may be that they are already on this or that they realize they need to be on this journey of change. So it's not exactly clear where the progress with you comes in unless maybe, you are really in a position by choice or otherwise to really try to be a healing element for this person, or that there is some reason why you two need to be working towards a relationship. And so it could be about what these other factors are. The Queen of Wands reversed does sort of indicate maybe that there is a charisma, even if it's an anti-charisma. And don't laugh at that, but anti-charisma does sort of bring people together. And it's not like bringing people together for the wrong reasons. It's just bringing people together for really different kind of reasons. I know, it's real mysterious, but...
It's real mysterious when you say it. No, I think that he's got a point there, is that oftentimes, sometimes people are brought together to heal one another. So, there is that aspect of it as well. So I won't say never. You might want to check with us again, and see if the energies are shifting and changing. But this is what the cards are indicating right now. There is struggles. There's still, it seems like there's a time factor still. There's still some need to have this play out over time if it's going to succeed. So I wish you luck with that. Good luck with that.
So
And thank you for
tonight.
subscribing. And do come back and check again. I definitely encourage that.
Alrighty.
Hey, Mama T, you are up, and after Mama T is Deep Shaika, Jenna, Gina, Marcia, Libra, Angel Rivera, Divine You, Mila, Kara, and Alina. And some people may have left because our stream went down suddenly. So should that happen again, just check back. We'll get up as soon as possible. We don't know what the problems are. It's obviously the network.
It's not clear. Everybody showed up when we dropped. If they do, depending on where they're at, we might put them back where they were originally, or we just might have to make a decision how they're fitting in.
Okay, feeling about a change idea you have that stays in my mind. Any thoughts about it? All right, let's use Mr. O's.
Legend, the Arthurian Tarot. Knights of the Round Table and Merlin.
All that stuff.
All that stuff.
I've been thinking of bringing out some of my older decks, Mr. O. I might do that.
I've worked on the side a little bit more with this deck, and I'm a little more comfortable with it.
Well, anyway, I want to thank everybody again for coming back. Thank you for your patience. These
You're
things
welcome,
just
Brave
happen.
Love. You're welcome.
Hey, you're welcome, Brave Love.
So if you're new here, we are on Sundays and Thursdays. Those are our times there on the board. Sundays are at 2 to 4 p.m. And as Banshee mentioned earlier, we have happy hour this Saturday. It's going to be at 3 p.m. instead of its normal time.
And don't forget,
of 10
Happy
a.m.
Hour's our special show where we just pull a single card, message from Spirit, to just give you a positive message to motivate and inspire.
Ooh.
And yawn boy.
Yeah, I know. I was really tired from working today. Except it didn't work, except here.
Well, we took a drive.
We did take a drive, yep. All right. So you have the Eight of Shields, which is the Eight of Pentacles reversed.
Okay.
Eight of Pentacles reversed. And then you have the Moon reversed. And then you have the upright Ace of Shields, which would be the Ace of Pentacles.
Well, this is really interesting, Mama T. It's not all bad news. Now, obviously, you have the Eight of Pentacles reversed, which is like, are you ready for this idea? Do you think you have everything in place? It's not that it's a bad idea. It's not that, you aren't up for the challenge. But I think you're going to definitely have to do some prep work and put some thought behind it and maybe hone some skills, sharpen some skills of yours in order to do this. The Moon reversed indicates that something is going to be revealed to you about this idea, that you may come up with... that somebody may give you some advice maybe or some ideas that will help you, that will assist you in carrying this forward. Because guess what? The Ace of Pentacles is here upright. That's your saving grace in this whole thing, because I feel, and the Moon is good. I feel that ultimately this idea is a good one, and that you could gain something from this. You just have to make sure you're up for the challenge.
Hi, January girl.
Hey, January girl.
And I feel that reverse moon kind of epitomizes how you're looking at the question, this idea that you have a gut feeling about this change and whether or not, this is really being effective or going to stick around or not. So that's talking to that, and I think it is saying you are going to find out because you really are trying to put your attention on that. So having said that, it really does suggest that this idea or this change would be the beginning of some growth for you, some prosperity, financial, materialistic, security kind of thing. But there may be a downside, or there may be another factor at least, and that might just be that you might have to do, it's not that you might have to do something, but maybe there's a feeling here, I'm thinking, that it's not the best way for you to do this. In other words, you're doing this in a different way than you might want to do it. Like maybe somebody is sort of limiting how you can create this flow here. It's more about what the talents or skills you are bringing here. Like maybe you just have to sort of reinvent the wheel in a way. You have to do it differently. And of course, in a way, that's the epitome of change too. You know, when you sort of have to look at something and say, I have to figure out a different way to do this. I have to approach it differently somehow. So that's what I'm thinking it is that you could go ahead and do this, and that there's some good qualities here, but you might have to rethink really how you really are doing it. Is it my turn again?
You go first. Yeah.
Oh, because it's my deck. Don't look at me like that, woman.
Whoa! Mr. O.
Okay, oh, I have the scythe. What do you have?
I have the fish.
Well,
yeah.
time to clean the fish and put them on the fryer, eh?
Well, I will say this might involve an investment on your part of a lot of time, energy, or resources. So initially, you may not get that big boost of reward, but it will pay off in the end. But I feel here you may have to pinch some pennies, or you may have to put an outlay of cash or a lot of your energy into this project.
Well, I'm almost wondering if it sort of more supports what I said, which was that basically you're going to have to find a different way to make the changes you want, or a different way to approach that. And I'm thinking that's what the scythe says. Is the scythe is saying, go in, for the kill, or go in for the idea of these fish, which are business related. You sort of need to just sort of clean it out, gut them and clean it out and do it over again. I know I'm being really graphic here, right? She's having a great time over there laughing. But I am thinking this is really corroborating what I said, that you sort of have to find a different way to change this. And maybe that scythe just suggests that you have to be a little bit more desperate about how you make the changes. Cut to the chase,
discerning about how you do things. All of that is relevant, I think, here as well. So those are some of the ideas we have for you in regards to this project, Mama T. Good luck with that. I hope it works out for you, Things have been going your way, so I feel that maybe this is just another step in the process.
And thanks again for your gifts recently, too. I hope you noticed I used that in Goth Tarot yesterday.
He put a thank you at the end of the Goth Tarot, I think, too. Did you not, Mr. O? So, hey, Deep Shaika, you are up. And after Deep Shaika is Jenna, Gina, Marcia, Libra, Angel Rivera, Divine You, Mila, Kara, Alina, and January Girl. Okay, let's pull out the new Disney Villains deck. All right. It's really funny. I noticed some people on Twitter were commenting about the cardstock quality of this deck. I will say when I'm pulling cards one by one, they stick a little bit to each other. But shuffling or ruffling the way I do is really easy with this deck. I kind of like the cardstock. It's the same as the one for like the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. And I feel they wear pretty well because I've had that deck over a year now and I haven't bent a single card in that deck and they still look pretty fresh. Okay, Mr. O. Did we freeze again? I'm frozen.
I think we did.
Hey, you're welcome. My screen is frozen, so I'm going to...
My signal band says I'm out again, but here it says I'm on.
Can everybody hear us okay? Our screen seems to be frozen.
Do I have a red dot down there?
Yeah.
No, it's
green now. My screen is frozen. I don't know why. I'm going to try to get back out.
Hopefully it's just you.
Yeah.
But it's funny because I don't see my signal monitor, so I'm not sure what that is. Okay. Just trying to figure it out. We're a little gun shy here because it keeps losing signals during some of our streams.
Yeah, I
This is like the
literally
third
have
time
to
it's
go
happened
back
to
out
us.
and go in.
Third or fourth time.
Well, I just got to have a chat with them now. This is beyond reproach.
It's really weird because I have a signal monitor and it says I have no signal, but I obviously do, so I don't get it. Okay, so we're going to keep going. We were doing Deep Shaika's career reading.
Yep.
We'll see, because if we don't do it for you, January girl, we're going to do it for someone.
Look at this.
Besides, I obviously get all the beauty sleep I need.
Error loading. Tap to retry.
Focus.
I can't right now.
Okay.
I need just a moment. Just going to try one more time before I get out completely. Maybe I just got to shut down my tablet and start again, which I'll do. All right. Well, his machine is working, so we'll move on. We have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is reversed. We have the Two of Coins upright. Interesting. And finally, we have the Hermit reversed. Career reading. So what was it exactly about career?
I'm doing a job but looking for a better career. What field should I look for?
Okay. I almost wonder, and that's the two, what is that?
Two Pentacles.
Two Pentacles. I almost wonder if you shouldn't be looking back at something you've done before. The Eight of the Cups indicates revisiting something. Or maybe the problem is you keep vacillating and wanting to go back to something you've done before, but maybe that's not a good idea. What do you think when you see that Eight of Cups?
Well, I see that there is that idea there that maybe you are thinking about that, or that maybe the message is saying there's something you did before that maybe you still want to do or could do. I'm wondering what the Hermit might mean reverse, because I think it's saying working more publicly, so being more publicly working as opposed to working from home or working in an office with limited access to other people. So this sounds like you're doing something that's more hands-on. So I don't know, that could be a lot of different things, you know. So where are we getting the clues from here? The only other clue could be from the Two of Pentacles, and so that may be talking about managing things too. And so maybe this is suggesting that you might want to find a career where you are managing things, and maybe you are working with people or more in the public doing management. I know that's pretty open. But it sounds like you would be better suited for working with people, maybe management. What do you got?
It's not going to help.
Okay.
But maybe I decided to look at the bottom card to see if we could get more information, and I got the Six of Cups, which in a way
goes along with the Eight of Cups.
I know, it does. And so, I'll hold that up here. Sorry about that. The Six of Cups talks about revisiting the past and some good experiences from your past. So maybe what this is saying is take some of the skills and knowledge that you've gotten from some past employment experience that really worked well for you and see how you can't apply those skills to something in the present, you know? And it looks like to me you need to find something that really is going to give you a healthy work-life balance. None of this working 50 hours, 60-hour a week kind of job. This is the Two of Pentacles here, and it's calling on you to look for something of balance in your life. And with the Hermit reversed, I have to agree with Mr. O that it could be indicating a more public forward position.
I had another thought, which is that basically this is talking about being a team player too. Working with a team, not so much as working alone. Of course, it's similar to what I did say before.
Well, and I'm also thinking that this could be a trainer of some sort. Somebody who teaches people, because when the Hermit is reversed, he comes back with knowledge he gained from, from his sojourns of wisdom. And so it's sharing that wisdom with others. So if I take that into a level of a career, it could indicate possibly teacher to me. It could indicate a mentor. It could indicate to me a job or life coach. Things like that come to mind. Why don't we throw the Lenormand and see if that gives us some more info? What do you say?
I agree, because there are some things here that are just a little bit on the vaguer side.
Wow, this is really interesting. I'll explain why in a minute.
The book.
And the cross. Perhaps you have a lot of worries and doubts right now because you feel like you are not prepared enough, to move forward with your life. Like, gosh forbid, do I need more training? Or if you are in school, am I on the right path educationally? Do I need to hone my skills more? There's a lot of worries and stress here. So maybe it's time to maybe take stock of some of those skills and some of the lessons you've learned from the past and just see where they're going to take you.
Well, in a way, both of those tiles sort of remind me of the Hermit card.
How so?
The knowledge aspects, finding out, revealing to others or not,
Right.
and then the ending of something, or,
What's worry, sorrow, grief, long-term difficulties?
Well, then that could be the introspective qualities of the Hermit, perhaps,
Okay.
when they're inwardly focused.
Yeah, this was a tough one. It definitely did not give us, as big a clue as our other career reading was. But I think it's really interesting to me that in both those career readings, we had either the cross or the coffin here. And those indicate struggles a little bit, struggles either ending something or moving forward with something. And so I feel like you are definitely grappling with this right now. And I think you're just going to have to give it a lot more thought. And that's what the cards are leading us with right now. That's the best I can tell you.
All right.
So good luck with that. And again, I think this is one of those readings I would say, like with, I think it was Brave Love. Do feel free to come back and ask again, and we'll see what the cards have to say.
So good luck. Thank you.
Jenna, are you with us?
I don't believe Jenna's come back.
Jenna may not have come back.
You're welcome.
Well, I don't see Jenna in the list here, so we'll just give it a moment. And I would say, Gina, go ahead and type your question. And after Gina will be Marcia, Libra, Angel Rivera, Divine You, Mila, Kara, Alina, and January Girl.
And I don't know if you saw that, Marcia, but I said that it was okay if your birthday son could type their question.
Yeah.
But we won't get to it just yet. It'll be after
It'll be
Gina's reading.
after Gina. But Jenna's not here, I think, so we are going to move on with Gina, who I'm quite certain did come back, so we're good. Yep.
All right.
Can hear you. I heard the F word. Oops.
The 1111 portal.
Ooh. Yes.
What's
a lot
that?
of talk about that online. Well, it's 1111. It's a portal.
To what? And of course, it's 22 when you add them up,
That's
which
right.
is another master number.
Let's see what we get. It's your deck, Mr. O.
It is. Therefore, I will use the Del Toro, Guillermo del Toro.
Well, that's interesting. I'm sorry we lost Jenna. Maybe she'll return. She was doing laundry, so maybe she just didn't realize we went kaplooey. the twin flame portal. Is that what they've been saying? You know, I was in and out of Twitter today because I was just so busy with other matters. I wasn't able to keep up like I normally could.
Really?
Really?
Uh-huh. Go on.
It's true. Didn't I spend like the afternoon writing?
I know. I'm actually trying to pretend that I'm paying attention. So how'd I do at pretending?
Sorry about dropping the F-bomb. It was very sad when we
But
went
clearly
down.
she had a reason.
Was it me or you?
Look out, look out.
Okay. Well, you know, it definitely looks like it. 1111.
I'm getting mixed signals.
I'm so silly. And of course, Mr. Cat has taken away my shuffle space.
Stay there, kitty.
Yeah, it's on you now because I'm a shuffling. You know what? This deck is a little thinner, but it comes close to the quality of stock that my decks are. It's interesting. I love the backs of these decks too. This deck too. It's really cool.
The drawing or just
Yeah.
I like it too. It's kind of like a Spanish or Italian sigil
Maybe.
or coat of arms.
Coat of arms, maybe. Yeah, I like that. Here you go. All right. 1111 portal. Much easier to pick up than mine. So we have the Four of Wands reversed.
How can you tell it's reversed?
Because, yeah. Well, I don't know. It's a good question.
Well,
Is it upright to you?
I don't know. Was it this way or the other way?
It was.
Oh,
You
wait.
flipped it now, so I'm not sure.
I guess that means you don't read it reversed.
I'll read it both ways. Can we put it down now and move on? And here, look, just to make you crazier, we have the Four of Cups. Now, you tell me. It's the Four of Cups, and I pulled it this way, so
But turn it upside down.
it's upright.
I guess so.
It's upright.
Right?
Yeah.
But if you turn it the other way, is it upright?
Yeah. So guess they're meant to be read upright, is my guess.
Yeah, because see, that's the only way to tell is by looking at the back.
Well, then why don't you tell me what it's supposed to be?
Why don't you tell me why you're getting a headache?
The Knight of Goblets. The Knight of Goblets is reversed.
Indeed it
Okay.
is.
Well, you know, it's really ironic to me, Gina, that this is 11-11, and you have 2 4 cards. And so if you look at 1-1-1-1, that's 4. You heard me, right?
I was reading something,
Okay.
sorry.
There's 2 4 cards there, and 1-1-1-1 is 4.
And yeah, but that's 8. Because 4 and 4 is 8.
Oh, he's always got to throw pop my balloon. But anyway, it looks to me like 4 energy is really important here. And the Four of Wands, let me remind you, whether it's upright or reversed, Gina, it is a positive card. So on one hand, it calls for a major celebration if it's upright. If it's reversed, it calls for enjoying the simpler things in life. And the Four of Cups is a card of contemplation and opportunity if it's reversed. So let's think about this now. I feel like the Knight of Goblets is the key here, since we know that this one is reversed. And this twin flame, this Knight of Goblets energy, is kind of maybe moving through a relationship right now, a cycle in their relationship. It's possible they're contemplating a change or thinking about other opportunities in their life right now. Maybe they're contented to a certain degree here, which is why the Four of Wands has come up. But I feel as though they're looking at something else. And this, I'm assuming this is your twin flame. I don't think this is about you. This is about your twin flame.
Oh dear. Well, the two fours, okay, so fours are foundational. Fours are the four elements, or whatever you want to look at, the four corners of the earth. And so you have them in abundance. You sort of have them sort of like foundation versus foundation, or foundation supporting foundation. But I wanted to go literal because it's the Del Toro deck. Creepy guy that he is. And of course, your twin flame is escaping from the coffin that you are carrying, or you're escaping from the coffin that the twin flame is carrying.
Well, and you know what's really cool about this?
What?
Is the fact that nights are about the coming or going of matters. So this is the coming or going of something that affects the emotions. And it looks as though he's resurrecting himself. He may be resurrecting an old flame.
But it was reversed.
But it's reversed. Well, that's why I'm saying that there's contemplation going on,
Sure.
more than movement at this time.
Well, what I'm just suggesting is that maybe it's not who you think is resurrecting.
Oh.
Maybe it's both of you, maybe it's only one of you and it's not the right one. I don't know. I'm creeped out.
Well, I have to say that I am sorry we have a deck we can't tell upright and reversed with, but beyond that point, I feel that this came up for a reason. You're going to... Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, really?
You're going... This came up for a reason, and I feel that the reason is that this person is very uncertain on their path with love in their life. Things may not be as certain as they always used to be. And I don't know, you know, this, if you feel this resonates to you, because I know, Gina, you said that that's your life path number, and I remember having that discussion with you before. It could be you. Maybe perhaps it is you with this uncertainty. Maybe you realize, you know, that things are not as comfortable as they should be, and you need to open the door for more opportunity to come in. Or this could be the twin flame. This could be the twin flame. And for some reason, when I saw the night, I really felt it was.
Well, the weird thing is that he has no reversed meanings in here. But at the end, when he's telling people how to use them, he says you should use them inverted if they show up inverted, but he doesn't tell you how to do that. So It's kind of interesting.
That's really interesting.
And I'm sorry if I'm being a little bit flip, Gina. I sort of feel this is a destiny kind of laden reading here, and I feel that there's just sort of questions of opposing whose foundations. And if you think that this represented the twin flame, then each of you have foundation things you bring, but maybe they're also the things that
pull you apart.
That pull you apart. Your foundations are against each other, which is what I was kind of saying too. So it looks to me like it's just sort of an eternal balance in a way, because 4 and 4 is 8, and 8 is a infinity loop.
And you know, when you think about it here, you know, maybe the idea is that everybody is kind of comfortable where they're at right now, or they know what their comfort level needs to be, and the other person in the relationship wants it to be different. You know, wants a difference.
So let's pull those Lenormand.
Well, it's you first.
It is. The Whip.
Wow.
In the book.
Well, I don't know if this portal is going to open something up for you, but I think you're going to be learning something pretty soon regarding your twin flame.
Right. It's just seems to be a lot of knowledge coming very quickly toward
Cracking
you.
the whip means something is going to be coming through and it's going to point you in a particular direction. What that is, I'm not really sure, but I do feel with knowledge is power. And with this knowledge, you might be able to figure out the way forward from there.
Well, in general, because you have that Knight reverse, it does sort of indicate a change too. I mean, a reversal of some sort. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad reversal. It just means something's changing, going in a different direction. All right.
Yeah, that's what we have for you with this goofy deck. I like the deck, but I had no idea that their pips were kind of confusing.
Good.
Open the book would be good.
Go to the mirror, boy. Oh, wait, that's another song.
Oh, my gosh. All right, so I see Libra joined us again. You'll be coming up, Libra, soon. Let's see. Jenna, I'm just going to put a no by, but Jenna might make it back. Marcia, you are up. So
And Marcia's son Wesley, happy birthday, did type in their question.
Happy birthday.
My question is, what's the energy surrounding me about success, relationships, growth, and so on? It's my birthday tomorrow. I was born at 4:47.
Ooh.
I'm a Scorpio.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I know that feeling. Sagittarius moon, Taurus ascendant. Well, you know a lot about your astrology. Okay, it's on you.
I'm on it.
Wow. So you're a music producer too. Our son does.
Hey, you are welcome, Gina. I appreciate that. Sorry, we're a little bit discombobulated after all of the craziness.
When was your birthday, Divine? I missed it.
Aw.
So you're a Scorpio too.
On Sunday, Divine, because of all the craziness, we don't have time for the birthday spread tonight. We do have a particular birthday spread we like to do for our people, but it's just been too crazy tonight to bring that one out. It's a birthday wish spread. You make a wish and we see how the year ahead is going to go.
Oh no, Gina. Close, but no bark.
It's 11/18. That's the birthday anniversary. We got married on his birthday. It'll be our 40th wedding anniversary.
Well, a happy belated birthday to you, Divine. Thank you so much for everything you've shared with us. And happy birthday to Wesley tomorrow. Good luck in music.
I want to say that... There it is, okay. Hip-hop music, okay. Yep, we'll see what we get. That's right, if you come around your birthday, we'll try to fit it into one of our live streams. It's a longer reading, and we usually push the birthday person to the top of the list, and that's their reading for the day. All right. Wow. Okay. We have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is reversed. We have the Four of Cups again, which just came up in Gina's reading, and that is reversed. We'll talk about that. And look at that. We have the King of Pentacles upright. Holy moly.
Which is probably one of your better cards.
Well, the Four of Cups, I find the Four of Cups reversed to be very good.
Okay.
But that's just me. We kind of divert on some of the cards. But the Eight of Cups reversed has me wondering what's going on, too. The Eight of Cups reversed is a card not as so much of retreat, but an inability to move on from something. You know, whether it's a relationship in your life, whether it's in career, whether it's something that you need to maybe let go of. You've tried your darndest to make it work out, but it's time to let it go. Yet, you for some reason, you don't want to. And I really think you should want to, because the Four of Cups reversed is here, Wes, and the Four of Cups reversed indicates that new opportunities are waiting to be offered to you. I'm just going to stop with that right now.
I'm slightly disagreeing with that Eight of Cups there, because I don't necessarily feel this is something that you have to go back. How did you say that?
Well, it's not that you have to go back.
Regrets or...
No, it's just that you don't want to let go of it. It's not a matter of regrets. It's that you wanted something to work out so badly that you're still trying to make it work out.
That's not what I think. I sort of think that this is just indicating that maybe there's something else back there you need to not forget or not or need to take a look at.
It's another message of the card.
So it's just another way of looking at it. Right. I do agree, though, with that Four of Cups reversed. I get the feeling like something is about to be given from you, or given to you, perhaps, but more likely I feel like it's you. You really want to be generous about something, or you really want to give something of yourself.
A little Four of Cups?
Yeah.
Okay.
Reversed?
Yeah. Usually it's, when it's upright, it's somebody who is contemplating and deciding. They're ignoring, like, the different opportunities. These cups are like cups of opportunity being offered to you. Whether it's a new relationship, whether it's a new job or career, a new project or goal, you're just kind of holding back thinking about it. But when it's reversed, you're ready. You're ready to move forward.
I was actually misinterpreting. I was thinking of something different. So I appreciate your saving me there. I sort of feel this is really saying, though, that in contrast to the one where you think there's something to look back for, this one may be saying this is now the time really to make some expansion, or that you are thinking more about that.
Right. And then we have the King of Pentacles, like at the end here, which to me indicates that this opportunity that's coming could be very, very positive and growthful for you. It could provide you with, if not leadership skills, because if this is something that's more personal, it will put you in a position of feeling in control of your resources, of things in your environment.
There's some success indicated.
Success. Definitely indicated.
Now,
and it could be monetary.
There's no clear time scale, so this could be more abstract. This could be saying theoretically it's happening over the course of,
months ahead, but something's coming.
Yeah.
Something is definitely coming. And, the cups tend to indicate emotion, but the pentacles are more about your body. They're about material matters and desires. So it could be a relationship, it could be new love, but it also could be falling into something that you love, a career, a goal, a dream, a project, something like that.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that really drew me towards emotional adventures or resonance with anybody, but I sort of feel like this could be talking about in the past, maybe. So it may be saying that there might be somebody who you might still be thinking about, or may still have something with, or you may want to go back there, but I don't know that that's for sure necessarily. Is this would be saying the end of bad luck?
No. But it's not the end of good luck either. I really feel in this case, because really,
it's the clover and it's the coffin.
The clover is a card of phenomenal good luck. So any negative cards that come along tend to be like neutralized by that card,
diminishing it.
But what I would say here is that good luck. Oh, how do I want to say this? Something that you end, like for example, this Eight of Cups thing here, the thing that you're holding on to, perhaps ending that is what's going to bring good fortune and good luck to your life.
Right, it could be that, that's the message there too, that really moving beyond that.
Winding that down, whatever it is, whether it's what he said or whether it's what I said, winding down on the old will open up this great opportunity. And it's almost going to seem like fate in a way when it happens. It's just going to seem like a very lucky circumstance.
Right. I mean, if you didn't necessarily feel that something you're doing was going to really catapult you a lot, this is saying it could be, but that's also was tying in with that, the idea that there's a lot of room for success there, a lot of room for some growth.
I really feel it means something must end for this to happen, for this whole thing
So
to
probably
happen.
you would know what that is better.
Yeah. So that's what we have for you, Wes. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good to me.
Good night, Gina.
Take care, Gina. Yeah, I know. You know what? I think I'm really affected by it too, Gina. Been having some kind of rocky sleep issues.
Mr. O has to get up early and take one of the kitties into the veterinarians.
Yeah, for a checkup.
Oi.
Okay, Libra, you are up. What's coming towards me? She's on it. And then Angel Rivera, Divine You, Mila, Kara, Alina, and January Girl. All right. Your deck?
Yes, so I'm going to go back to the Nefertari.
All right. Well, yeah, I think the time change has been really playing with my circadian rhythms a bit. And it's funny because I should just appreciate that extra hour of sleep, and I thought I did everything right this time.
And you're welcome.
To prepare for it, but I did not. I just wish they would stop changing the clock.
Yeah, it always does seem to take me longer to adjust to the changes than some people.
Yep.
Thanks, Gina.
Oh. Yep. But still have some. But we are very low, and Mr. O needs sugar too. That's why I got him the pumpkin spice madeleines today.
See, everybody's saying they have problems adjusting to this change, and for most of us, it takes more than just a day or two. It really does.
It does. I think I need a week or two, literally.
I need at least a week and maybe longer. Oh, now who's done something?
Did I pull a Mr. O?
You did. That's okay. I took the camera off of you so nobody will know.
All right, well, just ignore me while I try to get it.
Meantime, I'll remind everybody that my show, The Emotional Exchanges, is on tomorrow. And I almost can find it. Oh, there we go. With my new format, one card for each sign of the zodiac. Emphasis on love and relationships.
I hope I got them all.
Bark and brownies.
Yay!
These brownies have bite.
Woof woof. We have such an awesome group of people here. I so appreciate you all.
Cut.
Oh, silly me. You guys take care of all of our needs. So we hope we are giving back.
Okay, Libra, you have the Hanged Man upright.
Ooh.
You have the Ace of Cups.
I have one too, Gina. I should use it. I should use my darn light.
Well, it was nice to meet your son, Wesley. I hope he does have a happy birthday. Sounds like you're really proud of them.
Aw, thanks.
And finally, Libra, and you have all upright, so that's kind of nice. You have Death upright. And it's interesting because you've got the Ace of Cups, which is always talking about the beginning of something pleasurable, something happy.
Yeah.
Ace of Cups. But you also have the Death card, which of course is about fundamental change, big change. And you also have the Hanged Man.
Isn't it interesting to have the Death and the Hanged Man in the same reading?
I know, because sometimes the Hanged Man could represent unwillingness to change. Well, that's mostly when it's upside down.
Right.
When it's upright, it sort of suggests to me that understanding the change is necessary, and that there's something you have to really change because you won't progress anymore without that, or that things will be difficult in some ways. So I'm wondering if it's about relationships in general because they're falling on either side of that.
Well, the Hanged Man can also indicate the death of old attitudes and stuck perspectives, because when you're hanging upside down from the tree like the Hanged Man is, you look at the world a whole lot differently. So I think now is a time that you will be looking at the world in a different, what's coming towards you, you will start to be looking at things in a different light, in a broader perspective, and realizing that sometimes we need to step back a little bit and look at the bigger picture in order to get a handle on things in our life and where we're going. And so if you want to create, let's say, love in your life or passion for something, that you really want to do, whether it's a project, a goal, a new relationship, then you have to make some radical changes. And that change may be in how you're viewing things, your perspective. And maybe something is about to happen that will push you that way.
And I agree that the biggest lesson about the Hanged Man, or the Death card even, is that these are things that almost always are really much inside, in the spirit, in your consciousness, your heart, however you want to look at that. So it's not really that you have to, give up cigarettes or something like that. It's really understanding it at a deeper level. Maybe there's nothing really to give up at all, but there's just this need to understand a certain principle that you haven't totally understood.
I like that. Hi, Joe. I've added you. We've had a crazy night. We'll try to get you in. Our internet went down, so we're a little behind, but we'll see how we do.
And I noticed Jenna's back too.
Jenna did come back. Well, Jenna, we had to pass you. We kept the list the way it was, but our internet went down. We'll see if we can fit you in. I'm sure we can. We'll do it. What do you got? Wow.
3 times already, right?
Well, but...
Oh, okay. She says it's good. It's the coffin.
No, it's not. Because I got that.
Coffin and the cross.
Well, what I'm thinking is that maybe this is a little bit more deeper than we thought, in that there's just some facet of you or part of your life that maybe you have to change, and it kind of hurts to do that. You don't want to do it. It's causing some grief and stress, but it has to be done because you've got, not only do you have death here, you have it here.
Yeah, I mean, it just may be that it's really that last thing that you're holding on to that you don't want to change, or that you don't really want to accept that you need to change that. And I'm not totally convinced that it is totally on the inside. It might be things about yourself.
Right. I mean, go on.
That are not, just how you think or feel about something, but the things that you actually do, or the things that you actually have done, that you might have to consider where you need to not do that, or to do it differently somehow.
I think what this is saying, this whole reading, Libra, is that there is something in your life that needs to undergo a radical change or transformation. And the Hanged Man is here to tell you that you need to take a broader look at this and be really more objective in your perspective. Maybe this is a period too where you might talk it out with somebody, and they may help you achieve this clarity, or at least let a light bulb go off in your head that, yes, this is what I need to do. And something wonderful is waiting to be birthed.
That's for sure.
But it's not going to happen until this occurs.
Yeah.
That's what we have for you. It kind of really fits together in a way. So I would just try to give this some thought and see what it could be indicating in your life right now.
It's a little frightening, but it's actually kind of beautiful in a way too.
Yeah. Hey, if we didn't change, life would be pretty dull, and we wouldn't grow. Angel Rivera, you are up. And then Divine You, Mila, Kara, Alina, January Girl, Joe, and Jenna. Jenna, if you can't stay, you could type your question and you could come back and check it at the end of our stream, because we will definitely stop with you tonight, and we'll end the show there. And if you got to go back and watch the tape, it'll be there. Okay.
All right, so Angel Rivera.
All right, Angel Rivera, Divine You, Mila, Kara, Alina, January Girl, Joe, and Jenna. Oh, my goodness sakes. You certain... Oh, with the decorative? Absolutely. I really like this deck. It's very... I know it's pippy, but it's really elegant. There's an elegance about it that I really like.
I'm getting to the point now where the pips are not bothering me as much. I think, a lot of times when you learn a long time ago, you learn with pips.
Yeah.
Hi, Amelia.
Hey, Mila. Good. You haven't... We've still got the list the way it was. We're working through it. You will be... Angel Rivera's up, Divine You, and then you. So hang in there with us. Let's hope our internet does not go down anymore. We don't want to hear the Banshee using the F-bomb again. Oh, shuffle. I was going to cut. Oh, you bought it. Awesome.
Above that.
Yes, they do. And I would say, because also, as you know, the Nightmare Before Christmas and the Villains deck are pip decks. I really think that Marquetti, because it's that mashup between the Rider-Waite and the Marseille, that you do get more hints with the pips, and I like that. So it does help.
Hi, Deidras. They called you by name.
Oh, Deidras! Oh my goodness! Oh, we are doing okay, Deidras. I've had a few health struggles, but that will be ongoing. But I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm actually doing quite well. Thank you for checking up on us and joining the show. Really appreciate it. I hope you're doing well and things are well there. It looks like some changes are happening, which I thought were interesting. All right.
Okay, Angel.
Angel Rivera, what do you have? My goodness. You have Le Chariot. Of course,
Upright.
I'm sure I did not say that right. Upright. And then look at this. You have the Four of Pentacles upright. And you have the Two of Cups upright. Love, money, movement. It's all looking pretty good just from the briefest of perspectives. I would say that you are on the move, in these different areas of your life, Materially, you have been a good steward of your resources, and, there's just with the Four of Pentacles, sometimes there's this aspect of, maybe caring a little bit too much there. But look at how it's balanced with that Two of Cups. It seems like right now is a time where maybe you're moving towards a period in your life of really smooth work-life balance.
Right. I almost wonder if maybe some advancement is in the cards for you. It may not be a major advancement, but maybe some sort of acknowledgement or something that indicates that you're really a good team player for them. You're really good with handling, with management of resources, and that you really are just motivated.
And I think that right now there's if this is relating even to the workplace, I feel that things are moving in a positive direction as far as management goes, and that it looks as though maybe people are coming together more. And if this is about your relationship and your personal life, well, I feel it couldn't be better right now. I feel as though you really value, you feel that the love in your life is like one of your prized possessions. You see that, Mr.
Oh my goodness, that was awesome. Ah!
I just love this combination of cards. I think they're fabulous.
The thing about the Marseille influence, I think, is it does take it a little bit back more towards your basic fortune-telling aspects than maybe the more abstract, esoteric tarot knowledge.
Why, thank you, Angel. But the cards inspire me that way sometimes. That's it. And it just looks beautiful to me all the way around because we value what we have. We understand the importance of love in our lives and our material fortune and success. And the chariot is just indicating this is all moving in a positive direction. Except, doggone it, why are these coming up? I mix and I mix. Okay.
And I have the anchor.
I know. So, I feel as though this could be saying that
the
this
Sith is turning towards the anchor. Right?
I know. Which is why I'm saying is that maybe sometimes, maybe even though everything is looking this well here, I get the feeling that sometimes you feel that something is cutting into your security blanket a little bit here. Whether it's on the financial end or whether it's in your relationship. Sometimes you worry about things that could cut into, your nest egg, so to speak. So, and I almost think that's about resources a little bit. So the Four of Pentacles is a card that tells you to be a good steward of these resources and protect, protect the things that are of value to you. And maybe that's what it's saying here is protect, the things that are of value to you from things that could chip away from it.
Well, maybe you are moving on to something different, and that's what this is saying, is that the anchor is sort of being removed in some way because of the chariot, saying that also represents, besides motivation, just a new direction too. Like maybe it's a new goal or new challenge for you, and maybe the anchor represents the sense of staying in place, that removing that brings this opportunity. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there as another idea. I don't feel as strongly about that as what you said.
Correct. Okay. We're two psychic readers that look at the cards differently sometimes. So that's the beauty of this, is you get that different perspective. Okay. And it's up to you, the client and the reader, to really make sense of it for yourself. We try to provide you with things to think about and muse over. But I'll tell you what, Angel, I really liked all those cards. They're awesome.
Yeah, that was a good combination.
Yeah. Good luck with that. It's interesting you pulled that for yourself, the Four of Pentacles. Divine you are up, and then Mila, Kara, Alina, January Girl, Joe, and Jenna. And I don't know if you're still with us, Deidre, but we could fit you in for a reading if you wanted at the end, or it's just great to see that you came to visit the show. I'll have to write to you sometime. Okay, let's see what comes up. Let's definitely see.
Is it my deck?
Yeah. Are you going to avoid the Del Toro?
Yes.
Hey, if they're all read up right, we could use it for happy hour, although it's kind of a gruesome deck for happy hour.
I don't think that would work out.
Yeah, me either, really.
I like your question, Divine. A lot of people have been talking about something really hanging in the atmosphere right now.
I've been feeling a real positive energy lately myself, and then this opportunity came to me today to be interviewed for that deck, and I'm not surprised in a way. It was so sudden and out of the blue, and I just felt the energy has been shifting positive lately. So really happy about that. And there goes Sunny the cat. We didn't do a Sunny cam tonight.
I did one.
Oh. Did
Remember?
I miss it?
I did one.
Okay.
Honest.
I trust. All right, Mr. O. I'm going to cut. I'm coming. Bam. What you got?
Okay, Four of Cups again. We've had it a few times, but it's reversed.
Different decks, too. It's really interesting.
Six of Shields, which is the Six of Pentacles.
Oh, yeah.
And then the Eight of Wands. Eight of Spears in this deck. And that's upright. So
Are they all upright?
two are upright. This one's reversed.
Which one is that?
That was the Four of Cups.
Oh, yeah. So, obviously, Divine You, I think you're onto something here.
The Four of Cups says that.
Yeah. The Four of Cups is indicating some opportunity is coming your way or something positive.
Well, it may be that, as you said, you've been feeling something. I think that this says this feeling will become very clear, that maybe the more you meditate on it, the more you tune into other signs, or if you do your own cards or listening to other readers, you may actually discern this more directly.
And?
The Six of Pentacles, it's about wealth, but it's also about generosity. So maybe this is really talking about something being given to you, something that you have treasured or desired or really wanted, something that really would change many things for you. And I feel like when it does happen, it will come quickly, or maybe it brings the gift of speed or energy to you.
Indeed. Well, I look at that Six of Pentacles, Six of Shields in this deck, and it talks about give and take, you know, that maybe this opportunity is going to come to you, and it's going to provide you with something very, very positive. But in the same time, you're also going to have to give of yourself in some way to make this happen. So is it your resources? Is it your time? Is it your energy? It's something that it's going to be an equal exchange, but it's going to be very positive for you.
I almost have a feeling that it's going to be an opportunity to travel, maybe to travel back to your homeland. Something like that just maybe hasn't been possible for a long time now, perhaps. Maybe it's not that, but I just sort of feel this is a big thing coming to you, and it could be that, because that to me does represent motion, the Eight of Wands.
Oh, it's the Eight of Wands.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought it was swords when I was looking at it, but I did not read that card yet. So
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. No, those swords are swords in this deck.
Okay,
Spears
I just
are
want to
wands.
be sure.
Yeah.
So, okay. So basically, Divine You, when I think of the Eight of Wands, though, I just think of movement and energy and communication. I feel, again, you got this message, you know, maybe that's what it's about, too. Maybe that's the messenger card. Whatever the case may be, I feel like this is definitely, you're onto something. Trust your gut on this one, because forces are moving something towards you. And it's an opportunity of some sort that is going to be something that's going to be fluid. It's going to keep like providing you with something good, and at the same time you giving back in some way. So I really feel that this is a very positive exchange of energy going on here.
I don't know. I think it would be bigger than the trip to San Diego, unless of course there's a bigger implication there that we don't know yet.
Well, maybe that might open some doors for you too. Wow, why are we getting the same ones? How many times do I have to mix these?
And I pulled the whip again.
I literally grab and throw these around. So I think somebody's just going to come up
Excuse me.
today.
The dog and the whip.
Well, that's an interesting combination for sure here. So I don't know if this opportunity is going to come from somebody you know. This is possible. It may not necessarily be. Now, dogs are often about friendship, but we make connections in our workplace all the time and in our community. So this could just be someone you know. The other thing that this could indicate is just to be willing to trust. Trust in this thing that's coming your way, because I have a feeling it's going to come very fast and sudden, kind of like the opportunity came for me today to do something. It's going to come out of the blue, fast and sudden, and just trust your ability to go for it.
Well, a dog in your dreams, Divine, could also mean the same thing. The idea of, somebody who amounts to being a very loyal friend or presence in your life. So I'm thinking that the dog with the whip maybe indicates also the possibility that somebody you trust or that you feel incredibly loyal about, or maybe you will come to know such a person, will be the person who helps bring this big change, this swift change. And I think that the whip goes along with that Eight of Wands, Eight of Spears, because that's about quick motion.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking
things are happening fast.
Something's happening, and it may be the results of other loyal, trusted factors in your life, but it's coming quickly.
Well, Divine, like I said, it's also about loyalty and trust. And so again, to me, that could bring work into the equation, like, the company that you work for and things of that nature. It's interesting to me too, when you mention you've had the dog in your dreams lately, that maybe there's some message there for you in these dreams that you need to pay attention to.
Well, I'm still not ruling out the idea that some bigger trip, maybe, a trip of your desire, is in the offing too. I just sort of feel that there is definitely movement, but maybe it's just about the idea of a big change, because certainly any really great trip would probably do a lot for your state of mind and maybe renew, refresh, revitalize, etc.
Well, obviously travel could be part of the Eight of Wands, but in this case, and travel or movement can also be indicated by that Four of Cups, because the person is finally getting up and grasping the opportunities that are being presented. But I have a feeling this movement is to something else. And I remember you had some opportunities at work you were looking into before that you had to wait X amount of months before they happen. Maybe that's going to start happening for you. Maybe that's what this is about.
Yeah, probably not by our holiday season, but maybe, within that time frame moving forward.
Very interesting reading, Divine. I wish I could get a little more specific with you, but that's the best we can do. We know something's coming, and it's going to be opportunity, and there's going to be a lot of give and take, an equal exchange here, which is very positive.
So we wish you luck.
Good luck with that. Well, February's, getting even closer now, It's already November. So good luck with that. Hey, right. Mila, you are up. And then Kara, Alina, January Girl, Joe, Jenna. And if Deidre is here, we can fit you in. We're going to go into a little overtime today because we have that downtime. But we should be able to fit everybody in. Hey, you are welcome, Divine You. All right, Mila, let's go. And then Kara, Alina, January Girl, Joe, and Jenna. And I think Deidre might have been just saying hi, and that was very nice. I used to work with her. I miss them all. There's many people I do miss there.
So don't forget to watch our happy hour on Saturday. And don't forget to watch Banshee's Material Matters on Sunday. All right. UB's current thoughts about you. Okay.
Okay, let's see what we got. Let's use, I don't think I've used a nightmare in a while. Well, now that I'm looking at my nightmare deck a little more closely, I see a few flaws in the sides of the deck, but nothing that's really harming the images or the cards themselves. I think it's wearing pretty well. I'm trying to pay attention to card stock more. A lot of people find that so important, and it is, but I'm a collector, and I collect for more reasons than does it have a good solid card stock.
Well, another good part of it is that because we do collect a number of decks, we may not use them all for lots of readings, so they tend to hold up pretty well for us.
But I'll tell you what, some decks I got at the same time I got that one already have bad bends in them and real flaws, get really thin. These just seem like they'll hold up better.
Okay. UB current thoughts.
Wow, the Two of Needles. The Two of Needles is upright. That's the Two of Swords. We have the Ten of Potions, the Ten of Cups, and that too is upright. Wow. And then we have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is upright as well.
And it's called the Five of Candles here, but of course wands are the flame energy. So
it's a heady mix here about Ubi's feelings. I feel like they're kind of at a crossroads right now with their feelings. On the one hand, now I don't know if you are in touch with this person, if you've spoke at all, or you've been dating, whatever, or you broke up, whatever the case may be. I feel that UB is deciding there is still on the fence about things. On the one hand, they see a lot of positive energy and feel that you could bring a lot of happiness into their lives. But on the other hand, I feel like they think they may clash with you in some ways. Sometimes the Five of Wands can indicate constructive, like a constructive clashing of ideas where maybe you guys have some opposite ideas about things, and in a way that serves to motivate or inspire you rather than pull you apart. But sometimes they are things that need to be worked out, in order to have a relationship that works with each other.
Well, the Two of Swords is apt because twos are about duality. And, a lot of times, especially if it's a new friendship, a possible new relationship, there may be two or more minds about it. You may be actually intently reviewing on an inner level what you felt every little thing said or every little gesture might have meant. So having said that, you may feel this way on the fences, Banshee has indicated, or dual-minded. But that may also apply to them too, because of course you asked the question that way.
That's why
And so I think that it's very similar to what Banshee says. This idea of the Ten of Cups, to me though, when I look at this from this deck, it's about the manifestation of what that means. And of course it means magic, but love is magic. So the idea is that maybe
manifestation of love.
This is a person who maybe thinks that there is something that they can manifest with you, that they can manifest love, or that there's a
happy
life there. But it also feels too like maybe they see there's a bit to go through to get there, or that there will be this other side that maybe you're equally strong-minded. Like you could either love each other with the same passion, or you could hate each other with the same passion.
So the Two of Swords, or that first card, excuse me, Needles, is really saying that things are kind of with this person, they're at a stalemate right now. They're like they're thinking about what their next move is going to be. And I think that maybe they're looking at the pluses and the minuses. They're really evaluating stuff.
Well, there's an American song from the 70s or 80s, Love is a Battlefield. And so sometimes the idea of the Five of Wands suggests competition. Maybe it's more in earnest than not. A lot of times this is not so deadly in earnest kind of competition. So it could just be that maybe they feel like they're ready to take your measure, but maybe they're not necessarily ready to settle down. So it may be more of casual dating before they move to that era. But I feel that they feel there's a lot of good emotion with you.
Oh my gosh.
You're going to get married.
I don't know. Maybe. When I see the heart in the garden, that could be a wedding. That could very well be. But also what it could indicate to me is that I think that, that there's going to be some more get-togethers with this person before anything serious, and that maybe through more meetings there will be, more of an attachment.
It seems like a relationship would develop over time, so it's probably that kind of idea that, and I think that because that's the Five of Wands, is sort of like go at it from a sense of maybe almost playfulness, that you don't want to be deadly serious about moving quickly to a relationship, but try to enjoy each other. And maybe the Ten of Cups represents that too, in a way that, happiness can be a little more casual and less about romance, and build towards that eventually.
Hey, it's looking pretty good.
So
I hope it works out for you, Mila. Good luck with that.
And I notice Sapphire's joined us. And here's what I'm going to say is we have a feeling that maybe a few people might have dropped out due to waiting too long or because of some internet problems we had. So if we call for a person a couple times and they don't appear to answer, we can move you into the list, Sapphire. Otherwise, we're not sure because we actually have just broke our deadline. We normally end at 9, but we are committed to doing a few more readings here. So hang on for a few if you can. And if we can squeeze you in, we'll call for you, but we'll let you know as soon as possible.
Yeah. Our internet went down and it was a big mess. So we're doing what we can here. Kara, you are up. I know you're here. You are up.
And Alina's here too, so it may or may not
Kara, Alina, January Girl, Joe, and then Sapphire and Jenna. And
you're very welcome, Melia. Thank you.
Did Jenna post a question?
I don't remember.
No, she said she can stay, so she's probably staying.
Well, I think she said she was going to read it at the end like you suggested.
Okay.
I'll look for that while you watch for the next question.
Oh, thank you, Mila. Okay, Kara, you're with us still? Sunny the cat. TFT's unofficial mascot. Because the other cats would like to get up here, but he always hogs the stage.
So I wonder if Kara has left, because I don't see...
Yeah, I don't see Kara.
We'll give it a couple more seconds. Kara? The last one was when she mentioned her birthday in May.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Alina, go ahead and write a question if you're still here too.
Yeah, Alina's here, I'm pretty sure. She did a thumbs up not that long ago.
If you have a question or if you're just looking for a
go
general
ahead,
reading.
Alina. We will get back to Kara if they return.
Or maybe not.
I feel bad about our disruption, and I will have to talk.
Okay, it's my cards, right? Or no, that was my cards. So it's your cards.
Okay. Oh.
New energy that's coming towards me now. Thank you.
Those are my cards.
So it is my cards. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Del Toro for Alina's question.
Okay.
I guess we could flip the cards over, face down, and then that way you'll know if it's a reversed one right away.
Maybe.
Well, because he does say that they can be read inverted. Do you want me to show you?
I'm just not sure which is really up and down, but if you do, that's fine.
I do, because clearly this is reversed here.
Okay.
Well, when you look at the ones that aren't ambiguous, like the Knight, then you know.
Don't worry, we can do this. I trust you, Mr. O.
But do I trust you?
After 40 years, you don't trust me? After 45?
Just checking Gmail real quick, but nothing happened. So if you're interested, go ahead and watch my emotional exchanges on Friday mornings at 7 a.m. and get the skinny on love and relationships with a one-card reading for each sign of the zodiac.
Okay, Mr. O, it's all yours. I trust you.
The upright
Death card.
Death card.
Well, that's come up a bit today, too.
The upright Four of Swords.
Okay, it's good.
That's like the third four we've had from this deck.
I know.
Because we had the Four of Cups and we had the
crazy.
Four of Wands. And then the reversed Five of Wands. And so that's the reversed Five of Wands. So that talks about maybe overzealous competition in a way. So maybe saying that maybe this is an energy that is really trying to make its mark, and it may pull you along or it may push you aside in a way. It is about change, though, because you have the Death card there, so there's a lot of big change attached to this kind of energy. And then that Four of Swords, though, may say that a part of this may feel like you want to step away from it in a way. Like maybe there's a part of you that will be unsure about it, or that you won't feel that you're totally ready for it yet. But I think that it's going to just kind of pull you along or something. I mean, I think it's happening for you.
So the Death card to me is saying, and it's come up for a few people here, that, you know, change is necessary for growth right now. And so I feel like things, some big changes might be coming into your life, or in even just one area of your life. It doesn't like have to be that your whole life is going to change, but there's change coming to some area of your life. And with that change will be movement, and maybe excuse me, maybe a reawakening of sorts, because the Four of Swords reversed is indicating that now is a time.
It's not reversed.
I thought you said it was reversed.
No, it's this one. It's reversed. Sorry. And I told you that. And I told
you
you that.
did tell me that. You did.
And this is about the energy coming to her.
The energy coming to you is though that, okay, so I get that. So there's a big change coming in your life, and maybe you feel unprepared for it. You feel, Victoria! Wow, this is an all-star cast tonight. I've had a former coworker visit. This has just been crazy. This has been a crazy day.
I want to sing that song by the Kinks. Victoria!
If I ever had, and so good to see you, Victoria. Victoria is part of a wonderful podcast I watch called Edge of the Rabbit Hole that gets into all kinds of paranormal topics that fascinate me. I love it.
Does Alina know Victoria? That's cute.
So,
anyway.
So, back to it. Thank you for straightening me out. I am so sorry. It's been a long night and we had some real crazy disruptions. But at any rate, the Death card upright is indicating change is essential, but yet you feel not prepared for it in some way. You kind of want to retreat from the idea. Or maybe you really want to welcome this change because some of the things that you might have been dealing with recently have been very, I don't want to say confrontational, but a bit contrary to your interests in some way. And you really, you really want to step away from that. It's been draining you. And it's time to seek, a quieter, more calm life where you could heal more. And maybe that's what the radical change is. It's time to step away from conflict or things that are not really serving you.
Well, and I saw this idea that this is overzealous competition or conflict. And the idea is either it's going to pull you along or, like I said, push you away. And I'm thinking the thing is not to be pushed away, but to voluntarily say, I need to hold on to this energy and let it express when it really should.
Hey, Kara, we moved on to Alina, but we will read for you right after this reading, so hang in there.
Absolutely, and I'm glad you made it back.
Yeah, so glad you made it back. It's been a crazy night. Boy, Victoria, I'm going to have to DM you about something. I don't know if it'll be tonight, though. I think I'm just going to get a good long night's sleep.
Well, the wands could suggest business things, so it could be about a job. It could be saying that there is a change coming and that maybe you might have to actually really do some deep thoughts about it or actually initiate the change really at a basic level, like taking, and I don't think you can afford to do this, nobody can afford to do this, but actually taking a hiatus to go look for a job, because a lot of times this talks about check it out, and I don't know anybody can do that these days with the economy the way it is.
So whether it's your job or something in your personal life that is just not supporting your growth, maybe some relationships have become a little bit more conflict oriented as opposed to really nurturing and supportive. Maybe some team that you're on, things are not working out. Whatever the case may be, change is coming. Change is definitely coming.
Kara, we know you're here, so go ahead and write your question and we'll get to it.
They did.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, good. We got your question. Okay, so I have pulled for Alina the fish, which is about business.
I got this one again, out of all the things in here. So
in the garden. Huh.
I feel you are moving towards possibly some new social activities or scenes. I wonder if this is in your personal life, because to me this is indicating something to do with movement and flow in your social environment. The people that you either, whether it's through internet connectivity or whether it's personal, in-person relationships, there's going to be some movement. There's going to be some changes.
But fish can be about business too.
It can.
And look at what she said there.
Let me see.
Because she was talking about the job thing too. A few lines above that.
Well, it could very well be that
that's your focus.
It could very well be that something...
I like you too, Banshee.
That something in your... that something in your social circle may move you towards this different direction in your job. Or you know what else it could be? I'm sorry, Alina, you know what else it could be? It could be networking. It could be networking. Through some networking situation, you find an opportunity that could bring you more, how should I say, money.
Which would help you start a business.
Oh.
So it all kind of fits a little bit.
It does all kind of fit. Well, you know what? Everybody gives us a very, broad question, and it could be taken any number of ways, and you're the best one to decide how those cards fit for you. We'll get impressions, and we can be spot on sometimes, and we can slightly we're getting there, but since we don't know the actual situation and you have it in your mind, you know where it fits. Does that make sense? Am I just babbling now? I'm just babbling now. I'll shut up.
Alrighty.
That's what we have for you.
So good luck with that, Alina. I hope that worked out.
And Kara is up, and Kara had a dream about twin flame.
Okay.
Wonder what he's thinking. Is it my deck?
Yes, it is yours.
Well, thank goodness it's a normal deck.
I don't know about the wisdom, but it is babbling, Victoria.
Babbling Banshee, not wailing Banshee, babbling Banshee today.
You're welcome, Alina.
Boy, this has been a day of surprises all the way around.
Yeah, you can ask a question, Victoria.
Is it time for a sunny cam?
Victoria wants to ask a
Why
question.
not?
Too.
We'll be here all night. At this point, we're good. Sunny cam. This is my cat. He thinks he owns me.
Yay, Sunny.
Here you go.
Alrighty.
All right. Boy, this is a day for the books for a lot of reasons.
He's
That
mugging
baby-
and mugging.
He is a big boy, but I'll tell you, Sassy's bigger and unfortunately too overweight. Sassy is going in tomorrow for her checkup, and I'm sure it's not going to go well. So we may have to really get tough with her about the eating.
I think we're going to see if they have a kitty band. You know, one of those things that they...
I think that it's something metabolic going on with her, though.
Yeah.
That's my worry, is that there is something going on with
she
her.
doesn't eat any more than the other one.
I
She
don't
really
think
doesn't.
she does. Okay.
Okay, keep that question there.
So we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. We have the Page of Swords reversed. And we have the Two of Wands upright.
So whether your twin flame is thinking about you, Kara,
I wonder if we should have done a yes/no on
maybe
that.
we could still do
But
that
we
later.
could still do that. I think that their thoughts may be confused about that. I almost feel like maybe they're not because of that Two of Wands. The Two of Wands kind of sees them looking beyond the relationship. And
they're looking at their objectives, which are not romantic necessarily.
That's
They
true.
may have
That's a
romantic
good point.
objectives, but they're not looking at those at this time. They may be looking at things that are about their own sense of projection of acquisition or power in other ways, because you got these court cards there too, the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. Page of Swords maybe is a message saying, you're not doing what you thought you would do. Maybe, something's not working out for you. So maybe they're looking at some business concerns or some career concerns.
That's what I'm thinking. They're having some other issues going on.
They're having other issues and
related
they're thinking,
to their job or money, and they have not been managing it well from what it looks like to me. They're maybe struggling right now trying to get their point across or trying to get something moving. Maybe they're looking for work right now, even for that matter, and they're not connecting.
Well, it's possible too that maybe they've had a recent downturn, like maybe they lost a job or maybe they lost a certain sense of income somehow.
So I think their mind is on other matters and their future projecting a bit, or they're trying to see where they can go from here. Now, that does leave a door open for you,
So we
I
want
would
to do the
say.
yes or no.
That's why I do want to do the yes or no, and then we'll throw the Lenormand and see.
Yeah, I don't know for sure that they're really having job problems or material problems, but I think it's a possibility that there's something going on with, their job or their career. So maybe they're thinking more about how they can change it or how they can improve it.
The only other thing that it could be for me is that it could be a health matter, possibly. With that Queen of Pentacles reversed, I wonder about that. And they're working on themselves right now.
Did I already do those?
No, you did not. And I wasn't going to let you. So stay tuned. If you think we're crazy tonight, next Thursday, Mr. O's birthday and our 40th wedding anniversary. Be here.
I'm very confused. Why not? Why?
I know. Came up again. It's leaning towards no.
So it's kind of like what we said. There's something else going on in his mind right now.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it may never. It's not a situation of it may never happen.
Thank you, Victoria.
It's just not happening right now because the Page of Swords came up again, and that's reversed. And then we had the Ace of Wands, and that just indicates whether it's going to be a yes, no, a maybe yes, a maybe no. And it is leaning towards no, a maybe no. And then there's the Knight of Wands reversed. It seems like to me when I see this combination of cards together, I feel like they're just not ready to contact you. And maybe they almost feel as if they're worried about, failure, or
they don't want to give you bad news about themselves. They're a little bit concerned about how they appear. It's not that they're trying to be deceptive. It's just really maybe they're a little bit embarrassed by it.
I feel as though they feel that maybe they may not measure up in some way for you, and they almost want... See, sometimes the Nine of Wands reversed to me is throwing up the white flag of surrender. I give up. And so maybe right now they're just feeling like they're not in a good place to talk to you.
So there's a sense of self-esteem issues that...
Yeah.
And they're probably just kind of, hunkering down a little bit because they're trying to figure out their next step on other things that they need to do right now.
Let's see what the Lenormand can add to this. Oh.
Oh, I think you might like this one too.
Oh.
The Stars and the Bear. Star Bear.
So I think what this is indicating to me is that you should not give up hope. But on the other hand, you should feel empowered to just keep moving forward, and let things fall into place. The bear is about a lot of things. It can be about wealth, it can be about security, but it can also be about personal power and empowerment. And so I feel here is don't hang all your hopes on this, but don't give up hope either at the same time.
Right. The stars have just been really hard on a lot of people. So many retrograde planets in tandem with other retrograde planets, the pandemic, everything else. So I'd say this is saying don't give up. Absolutely. And that use your reservoir of personal strength. The she-bear symbol here is so strong. Use that. Decide for yourself. But if you can give it more time to wait and see how things are working, why not?
Okay, so...
Oh, thank you, Victoria. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. January Girl, you are up, and after January Girl is... What do I have here?
Joe.
I'm sorry, Joe, Sapphire, Victoria, and Jenna.
And we'll see. We're so long-winded. We're so long-winded that we may have lost more people. We don't even know.
So, Joe, our January Girl, are you with us? There you are.
Hey, Kara.
January Girl is ready.
All right. My deck again.
Yes, go for it. All chop, right. Chop, Mr. O. We're a half hour into overtime.
Oh!
We're good. Believe me. Although I probably should drink some water. I always try to hydrate before
Let's start this one as a yes or no and then see where it takes us.
Okay. All right. We'll do it.
Anything going on organizationally that will affect January girl?
I try to hydrate before I take my cancer meds, so that's important. All right. See what we get. You want me to count them?
No, I want to count.
What?
I do.
That's an outrage.
I'm supposed to say that.
Oh, hey. I just feel so, you know what? It just seems like finally I'm settling down after that disruption we had with the internet going down. And this has just been such a positive day for me overall. So, I feel pretty good.
We're good at it.
Patton! 2:26 a.m. What the heck are you doing up?
Okay, this was for January girl. The answer is leaning towards yes. You have two aces. You have the Ace of Wands, which is always, good for business and enterprise.
Good to see you, Patton.
Hi, Patton. And you have the Ace of Cups, which is good
So
emotionally.
it's definitely leaning towards yes, and look at that.
But your third card is the Ten of Pentacles. And that shows like maybe a foundation of material support, security, enterprise, education, mentoring. I mean,
How
it's
about
like
becoming part of the family?
it's like becoming part of a family with a little less emphasis on the emotionality, more about the idea, your family, we take care of you. You know, so this talks about inheritances, but in terms of business or organizations, it may be talking about mentoring and about ways that they bring you up. So it sounds to me like organizationally, it may very well be that they have a plan for someone like you. I mean, I think those are really positive.
I think that what it's showing is that, yes, there is something going on, and maybe it's positive for
Thank you.
you. I know that some of our readings lately have not been so positive with the agency,
Pat?
but this looks like they might be coming around.
Pat, you're one of the sweetest persons around. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Aw, it's so nice of you to stop in, Patton.
Did you draw?
No. You distracted me with talking to Patton. Ooh.
So I drew the child. And you drew the moon. Moonchild. Moonchild.
So everything looks really positive here, but I will say that it's a small positive step towards success. In other words, there might be something, maybe they are considering where you fit in, or, you know, looking forward to you starting with them. But there is the child is about small moves and small steps forward. So I think this is just a first step towards something better.
Right. It may very well be that, you know, this is not promising, you know, super greatness, but this is saying like they don't want to lose you and that there will be some sort of steps with you or where they see you're going with them, you know, because it's that kind of organization.
So I have a feeling this may have something to do about where you're going to fit in with this group, and or if you are, but really with the Ten of Pentacles upright, I think that's a good sign.
January girl, I think that implies maybe that it is about a different part of that organization.
Maybe.
Or working under a different team or with a different team or something like that. Interesting. I hope you like it. I hope this is
Well, I
going to work
hope
out.
it really does work out, because I know we had some up and downs with this lately. So
yeah, this is probably one of the better readings on the subject, really.
for the
you.
last, you know, You've had some good ones before, but I think, with the energies lately, they've been kind of topsy-turvy.
A lot of it, I think, was the fact that you really still felt drawn between the two, and you were
Yes.
really wanting to consider the pros and cons well.
Hey,
So-
Joe, are you still with us? Did you make it this long?
Hey, Joe.
I hope you did, and if not, we'll have to catch you next time. Let's give Joe a minute. Hey, you're welcome, January girl. And then Sapphire, Victoria, and Jenna. Pat has been a loyal follower for a while. Some of our
Yeah.
across the pond viewers, and
Patton is a one of a kind and a first of a kind for us because
yeah.
because when we saw him, we thought that maybe he knew our son who's involved in the gaming world because Patton
Well, that was you
represented as-
making that assumption.
I know.
I'm
We
just
thought, like,
gonna
why would any gamer be interested in us unless it was something our son hooked up? But lo and behold, no, Patton really thought we were kind of cool, and we think he is.
And
too.
we think he is too. That's right.
Okay, Joe, are you here? We're still waiting.
Last call for Joe. And then I'm going to ask if Sapphire's still with us.
Well, Sapphire, if you are with us, you should just let us know now.
Yeah, and feel free to type your question because you're going to be next after Joe. So if
Yeah.
Joe's here, we'll do them, and if not, we'll go right to you.
And if you're not here, then we're going to go right to
To Victoria.
Victoria, Victoria, Victoria. Do you remember that song?
He just likes the name Victoria because of Victoria from Dark Shadows, his favorite show.
My name is Victoria Winters.
And by the way, I am staring right now at a shelf of DVDs that has the entire run of Dark Shadows.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Because I ended up gifting him with a lot of those.
Yes,
Oh, good.
there was a lot
you can
to
have
love.
plenty of chats with him about that because I like it, but I'm not as wedded to it, let's just say, as he is.
You know, when I did my whole costume thing for the Witches Ball, I wanted to do like a pseudo Barnabas hairstyle. I wanted to use color gel to make the little spikes, but I wanted each one to be a different color, like a rainbow. I couldn't figure out how to do that, though. So.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't think Joe is here. What about
And
Sapphire?
I'm not sure Sapphire is either.
Last call for Sapphire.
Take the last.
Yeah, we get chatty, and then some people abandon us. I do feel bad, but on the other hand, we love talking to our audience. It's just great fun. And all right, so maybe they'll return, but why don't we go Quentin? Quentin was one of my favorites as well, I
You
will
like
say.
Gerard better.
Gerard was my most favorite.
He of that snarly
That
smile.
roguish Gerard.
My favorite actress or actor was Carolyn Nancy Barrett. All those parts she played, she just did them all so differently. I thought she was really the best actor. And she hardly flubbed her lines compared to a lot of the other people.
All right, we're going to move on to Victoria.
Victoria, and you asked a question
are
about the
up.
headhunter.
Lucky you.
I have a headhunter who said he'll help me get a job. Will he help me get the job he was telling me about?
Okay, let's roll. Is it my deck?
I think so.
I think it is. Let's use... Where is it?
Come on, grab a deck.
I'm looking for it. Just for you, I'll use the Disney Villains deck.
Ooh.
Because Disney was kind of a villain in your
Let's
story.
not get too personal here.
No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
You had an interesting thought, though, about how now that Disney owns the Marvel characters, maybe they could do a Marvel-themed tarot card set.
Was that them? That was me.
Yeah, it was you, and that's what I said.
That's right, because I was interviewed today about this deck, and I just said it would be really wonderful if they could come up with a Marvel Comics one. I'd be all in on that. And honestly, the Marvel universe is really well suited to tarot
interpretation. Yeah, they've even done it in some of their own storylines with various characters assigned a tarot archetype to a character. Yeah, it would be pretty cool.
So we want to start with a yes, no?
Yeah, let's start with a yes, no.
Okay.
And then take it from there. Thank you for replaying that.
I am so looking forward to the next rabbit hole with Alexandra. Woo!
Oh my goodness.
That's going to be so good, Alexandra Holzer. All right. I guess I count this. I count the hard deck to count.
Just count them.
I'm working on it. I do it right. See how they stick together? That's the one caveat, and I can see why people don't like it for that.
Well, you're getting there.
Hey. Interesting. I know, we're going to the third pile. Or we would anyway.
True.
There it is. It's very interesting, Victoria. It is leaning towards yes. It's saying maybe yes. And here's why. Okay, we do have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is reversed. And then the other ace came up in the last pile. It's the Ace of Cups reversed.
And that reverse doesn't really mean that much.
And what's in the middle? Temperance upright. So I feel like they are definitely going to help you get a job that will achieve some balance and harmony back into your life. It may be something that really connects with you well and your skills and your talents. What do you think, Mr. O?
Well, the general idea is that it is leaning towards yes, so it's more likely going to be yes. This could also just be saying, too, that you have to have a certain level of patience and trust that the headhunter is going to work out in the end, too. But that, yes, maybe this would be the kind of thing that would really put you at a certain level of peace. Or it would have you involved in equal measures of the process that your skills would help you with. So you wouldn't necessarily be all in one aspect. You might have an area where you could use more than one of your skill sets and be more of a valuable asset.
I just feel like seeing Temperance as the card in the middle there, it just seems to me that it's indicating that this could be a really perfect fit for you.
I wasn't going to say perfect, but I won't not say perfect. I just sort of feel like there's just something really calming and balanced.
You know what's funny is oftentimes when I think of Temperance, comes to mind the Two of Pentacles, the balancing act. That's, but Temperance is more of a perfect harmonious balance. The Two of Pentacles is kind of like that.
Yeah, it's a little busy.
Trying to keep it together, and sometimes one side is up, the other side's down.
That's how, like, sometimes we look at maybe the Queen of Pentacles as like a minor reflection of the Empress or something like that.
Yeah.
So I sort of see that too, and I sort of see that just in that motion aspect, because the Two of Pentacles has the infinity symbol motion there, and I sort of feel
in this card it's showing it. Not all Temperance shows
you're spot
that.
on there with that.
Very good. Well, who would have thought?
And yes, Libras do have balance. Even if you are the only sign of the zodiac
Victoria.
That's indicated by a non-living thing.
I want to toss a Lenormand on this, but why did this come up again?
I'm teasing, Victoria. You are a scale.
I have to see your card.
Oh.
Well, what I think this is indicating to me is actually pretty good.
Okay.
Well, because I think number one, this might be a clean break for you, an ending to your connection with an institution you belonged with. You know, this is like a real parting of ways from that to something else. And I feel that's positive. The other thing it could indicate is this is an end to a feeling of isolation or being, left unmoored, so to speak.
Well, it's almost too delicious to look at this in the context of the Disney thing too. The tower, figures into any number of Disney fables and stories.
Or their little castle icon.
So yes, what Banshee says could be appropriate then. Like you're just breaking that association there. But I sort of feel too that the tower represents those qualities. A little bit of isolation, and maybe this is saying it will be over, that the feelings of isolation will be ending because, and this is pertaining to your question about, the work situation. That
the tower, too, to me, tower is reminiscent of like a real heavy kind of stodgy corporate environment of some sort. So maybe that kind of thing is ending for you. This, whatever you're getting involvement, might be a little bit of a break from that. I kind of think that. I don't know.
Throw in the moderation card and it's all set.
So that's what we have for you. I know it's a little bit shorter, but I think that kind of answered the question really well. I think you'll have to keep me posted on that, but I do think this person may find something for you. And
it looks like it could work out.
Gonna be something that you will harmonize with. So good luck with that. I hope so.
A contract position, okay. Best wishes, good luck. Yep.
Wish you the best. Wow, did we actually... Oh, Jenna! We can't forget Jenna. We told her we'd do it at the end, so let's do it.
We will.
All right. So did she want a general? She usually wants a general.
Let's do a general, because I don't remember she told us, really.
I don't think she left a question. Your deck?
Yeah.
Hey, you are welcome. I really hope it does work out. Sheesh. But yeah, somebody actually interviewed me today about the Disney decks, and it may appear in a major publication, so fingers crossed. And I don't know how much of it will be used, but I'm just really grateful I had that opportunity.
Yeah, we're just looking for some exposure. All right, Jenna, when you look for this, when you find it, here we go. And bless you too, Victoria. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know the Hocus Pocus one's going to be great.
Well, by the way, I have not cracked it yet, but I know you were part of an anthology of ghost stories, I believe, Victoria. And I do have that book in my Kindle. I just haven't cracked it yet. So I just wanted to let you know that. Looking forward to reading your story.
So, yesterday was the remembrance of the sinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald, which was immortalized in a song by Gordon Lightfoot back in the 70s.
On our Lake Superior.
And we saw a lot of people talking about the Edmund Fitzgerald and the whole deal. And everybody talked about, how big several of the Great Lakes are. I mean, Michigan, Huron, and Superior are humongously big lakes. So we're asking you, a gal that lives in Texas, are our Great Lakes like an inland sea?
I think they are. I don't need an answer. Lake Superior is a crazy, powerful lake. And, there have been numbers of shipwrecks, and we've seen it at its calmest And we've seen it at its most violent. And I'll tell you what, it's a very, very powerful lake.
Okay, so here's our reading for Jenna.
Oh no, you did that, Doc?
And we have a reversed 8 of cups.
Okay.
Reversed 8 of cups.
I'll remember that.
Upright king of discs or pentacles. And then a reversed 5 of wands. That's what you had, or somebody else had.
Somebody else, yes, had that just recently.
Maybe.
Well, Jenna, you would ask us if this is good or bad. I would say that there's some little things you're going to have to work through here. The 8 of Cups reversed, we kind of digress a little bit on, but I go back and forth depending on some of the other cards that are surrounding it. And I feel as though there's some unresolved 5 is upright, did you say reversed?
It's reversed.
5 is reversed too. I feel as though this is a time where you almost feel like you want to just kind of go back and tie up some loose ends. Some loose ends that may have involved a conflict or a parting of ways. And it may... The King of Discs. I
wonder if it's about a place you worked at, or a person who was a boss to you of some sort, or somebody who maybe has a little bit of
authority over you.
Right. And I remember you had a job last year or a while ago when we talked to you, and there were some problems possibly with that, or there was a person too. There was a friend, I guess, that you.
That's right.
You had a partner in ways.
And I also think this could be on a personal level, possibly.
Yeah. So it may not be that boss situation. This might represent the breakup with a friend, and so maybe the suggestion with the 8 of Cups reversed is that this is possibly something you may revisit in some way. Maybe you'll hear from that person, or maybe you'll have a feeling like you should just at least drop them a line or something and check it out. You may find that some of the issues are still the same, but they're not necessarily holding you back from reestablishing more of a connection. It just may be that you'll have a different sense of each other, and you'll be more associates or acquaintances rather than really deep friends.
You know what, Jenna? I really think, as I look at this now, I'm thinking that you're thinking that you need to revisit something, but I feel like you should not go there. That I think what's done is done. It's time to just move away from situations or things that have caused you some strife or conflict in the past, and because you are a different person now. I think that King of Coins in this case is you. You are a stronger, more disciplined person now, and you really don't have time or the wherewithal to really do that. Maybe there's a part of you that wants to, but I would say don't go there. I would say don't go there.
You have the better interpretation, Brand.
Thank you.
Banshee. But I think I was right about that. That basically is about revisiting something.
Yes.
And I guess that's where we differed. But I see that point now, that this is really saying, no, you don't need to do that.
Because you don't need to go you don't need to go backwards. The King of Coins is indicating you need to go forward. I mean, your life is in a different place right now, and it's moving in a better direction. So don't change course.
So whether this is about the friend you broke up with, or if it's any other situation where you left behind and you sort of felt like, you were done with it, but maybe you felt more recently you weren't done with it, trust us, you probably don't need to go back there.
And even if this isn't relating to a relationship, if this is something where, some job or something you did in the past, some projects you worked on, you feel like you should go and revisit them again, I think you're moving on to other things now. They're not going to bring any added value to your life because you've grown. You've moved beyond it now.
Good point.
Sometimes with the 8 of Cups, the best thing I can tell people when it's reversed is, it's not, sometimes when you've moved on, there's no point in going back. There's just no point to it. Oh, you were supposed to go first. I didn't look. Oh, it's the Anchor. See, maybe you feel tied to something from the past that you should probably let go.
Well, if I know
of.
Jenna, she would say no. She doesn't feel tied to anything in the past. But there's that scythe too.
And it's pointing
And they're
away.
reversed. Remember the first time they were on the other side with the other person?
I know. And that does make a difference to me. I feel like you need to cut the ties with the past in order to ensure your stability and security. You're much more stable now and secure now, so you don't want to cut away with that. And really you're not, because otherwise it would be this way. So I feel
we knew what that one meant.
So I feel as though this is saying you need to cut ties with this past situation in order to ensure stability and security in your life. You just need to not go backwards. You need to continue moving forward.
I'm just going to say I agree with that totally.
Okay.
I can't really add too much to that. That's exactly right.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. Hey, and that's what we have for you, Jenna. So good luck with that. Sorry we took so long. Sorry this day was so crazy.
Indeed.
But thank you all for joining us. What a lively show.
Indeed.
A little bit corny, a little bit kooky.
A lot of it corny.
A little bit kind of hair-raising. But we're all good now, and thank you all for spending your day, your evening with us. We really appreciate you. Angel Rivera, you stayed for the whole thing?
I knew it was him. I was going to actually ask a moment ago, Angel, are you still out there? Because I looked at one of the other feeds and I said, one person, I bet that's Angel.
So,
thank you.
Anyway, thanks a lot, you guys, and take care. We hope to see you all
you too,
back
Victoria.
here soon.
I guess we don't always see exactly how many people are there. I saw one watching, but I see you're there too. Have a great night, everybody.
Have a great rest of your night. Bye-bye.